SummerSlam weekend in Brooklyn with KO Kevin Owens.
How's it going?
Hey, we got this feud with Braun Strowman, which means
Is that right?
you're going to have to take a lot of crazy bumps. That's what a feud with Braun Strowman means.
Yeah.
How much fun is this in comparison to all the good stuff you've done on the main roster?
I mean, you've seen what I've been put through, so it hasn't been a lot of fun, to be honest. But it's like any other job. It's not always fun. So there's ups and downs.
Well,
let's call this one a down.
Let's call it a down. And
Yeah.
speaking of down, you create viral moments with him. One involving a porta-john, if you will. I don't know if the blue meanie dropped a big one before you went in there, but you were covered in the blue goo.
Yeah, I know they had the weirdest blue liquid in there, but that wasn't fun either. That would be a down as well. Yeah.
I want to talk to you about perspectives here, okay? When Shane McMahon jumped off the top of the Hell in a Cell, you had a very interesting perspective looking up at him. Not too long after you create arguably the biggest viral moment of the year when you get thrown off a cage. What did you learn from laying there watching him that said, either I can do this or why do people do this?
I mean, I always wondered why people do this, and I don't know why. I don't know why it went down that way for me either. I don't know. Things just kind of happen here, and you go with the flow. But look, I'm still standing. I'm still walking, and like you said, it's a moment a lot of people remember for a long time. So, I guess that's a positive.
Can you take me through your mindset the first 60 seconds after Braun Strowman throws you through a table from the top of a cage?
Well, there wasn't much going on there, to be honest. I guess I was kind of waking up and seeing if all my limbs were moving and if I was all right. And to be honest, I was thinking about my wife and my kids at home that were watching. And, first thing I did when I got back is let them know I was okay. But besides that, I really wouldn't, I can't. I wish I could pinpoint to you exactly my thoughts, but I don't remember them, and that might be, the product of what happened to me. So, yeah.
Is there a celebration point at some point when you go back, all my limbs are still attached, and you have a "this is awesome" moment personally?
I mean, I don't know if I don't know if I could say I thought it was awesome. I just know that the next morning when I woke up and I felt relatively well, I guess I considered myself, you know what I mean? I considered it okay. Well, it's a success in that sense, but I don't know how I felt about all this stuff, to be honest with you. Yeah.
You famously had a moment backstage with Vince McMahon that was captured on cameras after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Did you have a moment with him after this?
No, he wasn't there actually. So I didn't have any moments with nobody. All right. I had a nice moment to myself later on. That's it.
All right. Speaking of big moments, you were a part of one. I've interviewed Chris Jericho many times about this. The greatest moment in modern Raw history. I think it's the best segment ever in Raw, and it was the Festival of Friendship in Las Vegas. Can you take me through your mindset when you're planning that? Because I know you're not, every segment you're not thinking this could go down as the greatest. So talk about the building of that.
Even to this day, I think people put importance on that, or I haven't realized the impact it had on a lot of people, I guess. A lot of people, it stuck with a lot of people, which is great. But like you said, you don't really go in thinking that way. You're just trying to do your best that night, and we had thought about this for a long time, and every element of it was kind of something that came along months before, and just stuff we decided to integrate. And it was really a team effort between me, Jericho, and we had Chris Scoville or Jimmy Jacobs at the time helping us out, and we all put our heads together and came up with something special, and it worked out.
Was there a moment in that segment that clicked perfectly that you're like, we're onto something here?
I don't know if in the moment I realized that, but even the way it was shot, I can only assume Kevin Dunn was the one doing the directing in the truck. But when I'm talking and he pulls out the list and he asks, why's my name on this? And then you don't even see me on camera, but you get a shot of me looking at him, and then you hear the microphone drop when I dropped it. Like, all that came together so well. It made for a real cool visual, real cool moment.
When you're in a segment that good, you can feel the crowd, you can feel the moment. Do you lay in the offense a little bit stiffer?
I think Chris would be the first one to tell you I lay in no matter what the occasion is. So I mean, it wasn't any different than usual, but you can ask any of these guys up here that have wrestled. I'm no different on a house show in front of 3,000 people than I am at WrestleMania or SummerSlam. So
KO, great talking to you. Enjoy SummerSlam. You're always one of our favorites. The really short list best talkers in the whole business.
I'll take it. Thank you, man. Thanks a lot.